And we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. Today, I have a first time guest, Brothers Foreign Strategies, on the show today. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on? It's great to be here.
What's good, man?
What's
Appreciate
up? I've
being
been
here.
following you guys for a little minute now, man. You guys are currently in Rio de Janeiro, right?
Yeah, this is my first time in Rio de Janeiro, my second week
Mm.
actually.
And it's my
Okay.
third time in Rio. Third time. Great to be back. Amazing place.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it
Okay.
definitely
Okay.
doesn't disappoint, man, for sure.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So that one more time. I think the stream broke up a little bit. How long y'all been down there?
This is the second week, and we've been doing
Mhm.
like daily vlogs. So I do like day one, day two. I just break them down by days
Mhm.
because I have another channel. It's like a travel channel, and
Mhm.
I've been trying to bring that spirit of that into the foreign strategy, so we can combining like the concept to
Mhm.
show. Because we didn't want to just touch down and just show interviews with girls and that's it. We kind of want to diversify the content, so
Mhm.
we kind of want to show some behind the scenes on the lives when we go out, when we go out on dates. So you get a little mixed bag of everything.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, man, I've been definitely following you guys' content, man. It is really dope, man. It's like you got a first eye view of what's really going on in Rio.
Oh,
Very dope.
really? When you started following us? I'm curious. I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious. When did you start following us?
Say that one more time, bro. You cut out a little bit.
Okay. When did you start following us? I'm curious to know.
You know what? One of my homies from North Carolina put me on you probably a couple of weeks ago, man.
Okay.
Probably a
Awesome.
couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
young cat, man, real good dude. My dude Ja put me on you guys.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. That's
So let me
great.
ask you this, man. How many countries have you guys been to thus far?
So me, close to 40. I'm gonna have to break that
Oh
down. I
wow.
want to get the exact number, but close to 40. Heavy Europe. I lived over there for a while, so I was able to knock out a lot of countries.
Mm-hmm.
I've done maybe five in South America, a couple in
Mm-hmm.
Central America, few in Asia, not too much, more like Middle East, Asia. But yeah, close to 40. And but my goal is to knock out all of them. That's my life goal. I want to go to every country.
And I'm gonna
Dope,
say
dope.
I actually don't know that number, but I know I've been to a lot of places: Scandinavia,
Mm-hmm.
Australia, Canada, South America. Obviously, I spent like the last 6 months in Mexico. I was
Mm-hmm.
all over the place there, and for the longest time, I wanted to get to Rio. I'm finally in Rio, so and I want to get to Colombia too. Because I've been looking
Nice.
at your Colombia videos and I've been getting a lot of intel from there. I was a little apprehensive on some of the things that happened recently. So I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, man. So what piqued your interest in traveling? Like, what made you want to start traveling?
I'll take that.
Okay, I go first. So growing up as a kid, my mom she would travel a lot, and my first experience was probably when I was I think 14 or 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She took us to London, and that just blew my mind. It just absolutely blew my mind. Just how different things was. So I would say that kind of started the bug a little bit, and from there, I was just very obsessed with like just watching like TV shows on like about like Europe, etc. And when I turned 18, I took a trip to Europe, and that made me really want to like
Oh
live
wow.
there. So once I once I graduated college, I was going to go to get a master's degree. I was like, you know what? How about I do it overseas?
Mhm.
So went to Scotland. Lived in Scotland for 2 years for my master's degree. And when I was there, I just pretty much saw how I was treated, how much better I was treated over there versus back at home. So I was like, man, like what am I doing? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like what am I doing back in the States when I'm treated so much better here? And when I was there, I started traveling to the mainland Europe, and pretty much was the same experience. Like I was just treated so much better there than back home. And once I graduated from there, I once I moved back to the States, Colombia was probably the place that really was like, yo, like Colombia changed the game completely for me. Even though I got a little taste of it in Europe, Colombia was just mind blowing for me. So that really, I'd say, set it up to be like, you know what, I need to constantly be traveling, constantly seeing all of these different places because it's just so much better. It's so much better elsewhere, and you don't know until you go. Mm-hmm. So each place gives you a different experience. But I can say out of all the close to 40 countries that I've been, it's all been better than the U.S. when it comes to things and dating specifically. Yeah, so yeah, that's probably how I started.
Yeah. And how I got into travel, it was spring break. I noticed everybody was going to Cancun, and I like to do different. I like to move their own beat on my drum. And I started looking at countries. He froze?
Yeah, I know you froze for a bit.
We wait till he come back. I think we lost you, man. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. So I decided, I was looking at the map, looking around, and this is the time when like people were hollering at each other on Facebook only. So I was talking to this bad chick in Helsinki, Finland. She was African and Finnish. And we talked for like a couple months, and I was like, I'm gonna come out there. So I finally got out there, went on a date with her. I had like absolutely no game. I didn't know what I was doing. So I was going on a date with her, went to the movies. After the movie was over, I gave her a kiss, a peck on the cheek, or barely even a kiss. I don't remember. And now that I look back at it, the second date I went on with her, she was like, hey, listen, I just want to be friends. And I was like, man, I was devastated. But here's the thing. She did me a favor. I was a little depressed, but someone told me, when you go travel, stay in the heart of the city. So my logistics was on point. So I stayed right next to like 4 or 5 clubs that was popping. So my homies that were out there, they were like, yo, you the man, you got that swag, you from New York. I'm actually from Jersey, but I was coming from New York, and I didn't see it. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? So when I went out to the clubs, I'm by myself. I'm like, man, I can't believe I messed up with this girl. I'm in a place I've never been. Next thing you know, this bad blonde Finnish chick comes up to me, and she starts kissing on me in like matter of like 15 minutes. To make a long story short, I started going out every night, and it was almost at one point that I was looking at my watch, and I was like, okay, when is a baddie gonna come up to me? And that changed the game for me because I wasn't getting that treatment in New York. If anything, I barely even get a compliment. So when I was in Helsinki, I was going out every night, and I was expecting a girl come up to me. It was all about a matter of time, how fast that would happen. And I was getting baddies approaching me. And that's when the travel bug hit me. And right from there, I went to Sweden because they were like, hey, you got to go to Sweden. There's some beautiful women out there. And that's how travel started for me. I was hooked, man. The travel bug bit me hard. So how about you?
So
I'm curious.
I want to go back real quick. I'm sorry, brother, on the left. What's your name again, bro?
T-Bob is me.
T-Bob. Okay. You said you went to Scotland first? Was that the first country you went to?
First was it was England. But I lived in Scotland for 2 years.
Okay. And how was the treatment out there? Because I don't know too many brothers that lived in Scotland, man. I just want to know, what was the treatment out there for you, bro?
It is absolutely amazing, and I'm not just saying this. It was so I had 2 Scottish roommates, and they were hot. They're like, man, you're just getting women here because you're American, blah blah blah. But it worked. They love Black Americans, and Scotland and England both pretty much the same. They love us. They absolutely love us out there. I would say it's comparable to what the treatment you'll get in, let's say, Colombia or Brazil. It's different, obviously. It's not the same culture, but you're gonna get just as much attention there as you would get in a place like Colombia or Brazil.
Wow, that's amazing. So I gotta ask, man, like, because I don't know too much information about Scotland. Did you feel any type of? Do you have any like racist incidents while you was out there, or everything was pretty much smooth sailing?
Not at all. It's a very progressive place.
Okay.
Scotland's extremely progressive. So racism is like very frowned upon. So not one time did I feel any type of racism at all. There's a big African culture there. A lot of Africans go there for studying. So
Oh, really?
yeah, exactly. So it wasn't bad at all.
I think we lost him again. BMT, we lost you. I don't know where he
I
is.
see some names.
Oh yeah. That's true, man. That's true. That's facts right there, man.
That's funny.
You know what? Let me
Oh, this stuff is so funny.
Hey, what's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Oh man.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
You
my
good?
bad, man. My computer just shut down out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on today, but I think we're still good though. I think we back
All
good.
right, cool. We back. We live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the first time I met a Brazilian woman, man. The first time actually I met a Brazilian woman, it was in Playa del Carmen. Are you familiar with Playa del Carmen?
Yeah.
All right. So for anybody that's out there, if you think about Vegas, but on a budget and it's more international. I met this Brazilian girl from there. She's from Rio, and we went on our first date. Man, I was blown away, man. I was so blown away, bro. Like it was me, her, we just walking. Bro, it looked like she was smuggling midgets back there, bro. Her body was so big, like voluptuous. Like when I'm walking around there, people think I'm Jason Derulo because my hair was a different style around that time. We were getting so many stares. Obviously, they were probably looking morely at her. They were looking at her mostly, and it was refreshing, man. Because I was expecting her, because I met her on Tinder. I was expecting her to have an attitude. She looked really, really good, and she had a big following on Instagram, and she was a travel vlogger. So I was like, bet I'm a travel vlogger too. So we had a lot of content, and it went really well, man. It was very refreshing. We went on a lot of dates. I ended up staying for a month. I was supposed to be there for a week, and I ended up staying longer for her. Now, usually when I'm in Playa, you know, I date around. I date multiple women. With her, I just saw her, and that was it. I was locked and key. I didn't date anyone else. And that's when I knew I was like, okay, I need to get to Rio. And she was telling me about Rio, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Rio with you the first time you go. I was like, why is that? Because she's like, them girls are gonna be going after you. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was telling me about the parties. She's like, if you go to the parties, they have like kissing parties where you like, not like carnival, but it could just be a regular party, and people just kiss each other in a matter of 10 minutes. And I'm like, what? So this whole time she's telling me all this stuff. I'm trying to keep it cool and collective. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, give me on the first place, smoking the Rio right now. So pretty much how it ended was, if you guys want to see what she looks like, you could check out Gray Spaces TV channel. She's in. I had a video with her. So I go back to the States because I had to take care of a few things, and I came back, and it only took me a month, and she had a boyfriend. When I came back, I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, something about a girl with a big, I don't know what I can say on this channel.
nice curves.
With nice curves. They don't stay on the shelf too long, man. They shelf like they ain't long, man. They get off that shelf quick.
That's very true, man. Let's talk about that for a moment, because you guys been having quite a few girls on y'all channel lately, man, doing the lives. Let's talk about that.
We try, man. We try. It's a lot of work.
Well, all right. So the idea, when I was talking to T-Bob about the having girls on a panel, we wanted to have girls on a panel from a non-Western perspective. Non-Western ideas, non-Western dating.
That's major. That's very major.
Right. So we wanted to come from that perspective, and so I kept telling our guys, I was like, fellas, we're gonna have 4 girls on the panel, and they're gonna talk about whatever. 5 girls on the panel. I'm just gonna keep going, man. If you could hear me. And I was a little worried because I was like, oh, once we touch down, boots hit the ground, are we gonna follow through with our words? But it's pretty easy, man. The girls are very cooperative. They especially if they want to what's it called?
They can plug their own.
They plug their own Instagrams.
Exactly.
They're like, sure, why not? And even the girls that don't want to plug their Instagram, they're like, sure, why not? Yeah. It's a good time. They're very easy. They're easygoing, very friendly. I thought it was going to be much harder. So thankfully, I don't know if you want to say a little bit on that.
Well, yeah. So pretty much with the Brazilian culture makes creating content much easier than a lot of other places because the women are they're just very open people. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to come to Brazil to start off this type of format that we're doing now, because we knew we would get what we want in the sense of content. They would be very lively and just open to giving you guys good content. So that's probably one of the things.
Yeah, they're very festive, and we knew that they would translate on the videos really well because like we had the girls on Patron. They were dancing. They were doing funk, samba.
Oh yeah.
So I was talking to T-Bob, and we were looking at the market, and guys want to see how women are in Rio, how the Latin women are, how the white Brazilian women are, how the Afro-Latin women are. So it would be a great market to start off, because we were looking at Argentina, even though it's not open now. We were looking at Ukraine. We're looking at where can we start this idea of having panel women to just show the non-Western mindset of a woman. And I think Rio is a great place to start.
Oh, for sure. It's not a better place in the world, I don't think.
I think we lost BMT again. That Colombian infrastructure not hooked up.
Oh man. Sorry.
Hey BMT, if you could hear me, text me if you want us to keep going. We could just run it. Text me on WhatsApp.
That's good to see some familiar names. That's what's up.
Yeah, Global Paper.
Global.
What's good, man?
What Global say? Models and bottles. I love it. Is it Brazil or die?
Brazil or die? Nice.
That's fair. I love it.
That's your king. Shout out for the Colombian pesos.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you, my guy, man.
Oh, so he must be in Colombia. We've seen him as well. Huh?
Yeah. He be on my lives.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, BMT? You back?
Yeah, we back, man. My bad. I think we're good now, man.
Okay.
We had a few computer problems. So what did we leave off at?
The whole idea of going to Rio and have a panel on women.
Okay,
that was the vision we had for the channel, but we wanted to diversify it because we just didn't want to just have panel on women. But that's a big part of it. That was like, we got to do this. We got to test the market, because it's like one of those things, man. If we can't do it in Rio, then we can't do it nowhere else. So,
exactly.
And right now it's working really well.
Exactly.
The subscribers are showing up. People are showing a lot of support. The women are enjoying the platform. It's like a party, man.
Yeah,
it's like a get together. It's like a lounge. You know what I mean? We're learning about their culture. They're learning about ours, and it's a nice cultural mixed experience. And it's really cool. I love it. It's fun, man.
And they've been asking us some tough questions as well.
Yeah.
Like, what do American men think about us?
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Yeah, we actually got some girls on tonight. I think we're definitely gonna have one girl on the panel tonight, but I'm not sure if we're gonna have more, because sometimes, especially when it's raining right now, people have different change of plans when it rains. But I guess I'm gonna go on my first experience. What's up?
Oh no, I was saying that's Jack says he's gonna be in Rio tomorrow. That's what's up, man.
Oh, he gonna be in Rio
That's
tomorrow?
what's up.
Oh man, yo. Where you coming from?
Yeah, let us know, man.
Brazil's number 1 on the list. Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there.
What's the best time of year to go to Brazil? We got this question last night.
Yeah,
I honestly couldn't answer it because the weather here in Brazil, it's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a little bit hotter in like the summer months, which is January. Right?
This is considered winter time.
This is considered winter time.
It's 70,
it's like 70 degrees
right now.
70, and it gets up to around what, like 80s, low 80s, I think. But I in the terms of like how live it is,
Carnival time.
I would think Carnival would be the best time.
Yeah.
For sure. It's gonna be more expensive though. What Walt last night was saying, he's looking at prices now for during Carnival time, and it's triple what he paid when he came here just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So if you don't care about the money, Carnival for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think you're gonna have a good time regardless of when you come.
Yeah.
So honestly, winter might be the best because the weather is so nice. So
BMT just texted.
like 15 minutes. Okay. So he's gonna shut it down.
Yeah, I think he got the controls. Guys, we'll be right back.
Oh, he said that's Jack is the one who put us on. Man, appreciate that.
Oh, for real?
Mad respect, man.
Appreciate that. I think you're gonna shut it down right now. Because he has the controls, not us, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chances of getting robbed and drugged in Brazil is way less than Colombia.
Way less.
I don't even think
problems
women don't do that.
Yeah, I've never heard of that
typical
scenario. Yeah, it's usually like actual, like it's probably men that are the ones doing that,
Yeah.
that are like robbing and stuff in Brazil. Women, I haven't heard any bad situations.
But there's a caveat to that.
Caveat.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I don't know this, but using common sense, if you get a pro, man, you make sure that when she go into the bathroom, make sure you ain't got in that bathroom that she could take.
That is true.
Because you got to think about it, the way pros move around. I'm not a pro specialist, but I'm just I'm just saying, like, I'm not a pro specialist, but you think of a mindset of a pro.
Okay.
Put yourself in their shoes.
Okay.
They are probably on the poverty line. There's a reason why they're doing that. So they're trying to look for the come up.
You should come up. Okay.
They're trying to look for the come up. They're probably scanning your apartment. Is she gonna shut it down or are we gonna shut it down?
Defy, appreciate you, man. Defy says he just subscribed to the channel. Keep up the dope content. Appreciate you, man.
Hey guys, we're gonna shut it down and we're gonna come back in 10 minutes. BMT computer is having some issues, some technical difficulties. We'll be back in 10 minutes. But make sure you subscribe to our channel, Foreign Strategies. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Tip the pro good so she won't steal from me. That's fair.
That's a pro tip.
You got tip. That's
a pro tip.
You pro tip. That's a pro
no
tip.
pun intended.
That's a pro tip.
All right. How we shut this down though?
I think we just exit Lee Studio.
Lee Studio. All right, we'll be back.